Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I have met Enrico Miquel Thomas. This is a gentleman I've been in contact and supporting for, I would say, maybe about 10 years.
Yeah, it's been around 10 years.
And I've been saying, I'm coming to see you, I'm coming to see you, I'm coming to see you. And finally, August 2018, I've arrived and I've just met this gentleman. And he's in the last issue of my magazine, TurningPoint. And as you can see, he's an amazing artist. This is his artwork. Look at this. This is his artwork. Look at that. I'm in his studio. And also he was in the film. This is artwork. He's otherwise known as the New York subway artist. Thank you.
There's another one.
And there's another one. This is his work. Let's see. This is his work. You can move that a bit that way so I can see. In Hudson Avenue. And also I'd like to introduce you to David as well. David is a gentleman that's come all the way from Atlanta to just show me around and spend the day with me, and we've had an amazing adventure.
Day. Amazing. Well, amazing day here in New York. Let's say Atlanta. And just Enrico, your work is phenomenal. He's captured the essence and the energy of the city that never sleeps. And so his artwork is encapsulated. It's like a time capsule of things that you see. Today you may see city on the top of the taxi cab and Times Square and everything, and 50, 70, 100 years from now these places may be gone or may have been changed or whatever, but he encapsulates and embodies the spirit and the energy of this city. As a native New Yorker, I just love the work that he has. I feel like I'm back home here from the 14th Street station, just the sign that he has, that he captures just the busyness and the energy of such an incredible city. And he's got
Where is Times Square?
Times Square right over there. You know, all the busyness, the man on the scooter, the woman on the cell phone, you know, riding the iron horse.
The Iron Horse?
That's what they call it, the iron horse. And
Oh, the train, the subway.
The
Okay.
subways, we call it the
When I
iron
was
horse.
doing that one, NYPD kicked me off the platform, so I had to go and still try to finish it based on what I remember.
And how long roughly, Enrico, does it take you to do one of these pieces, or maybe it just depends on the pieces that you're doing?
Well, my process is really quick. I'm not what you consider. I'm not your typical studio artist. Like, I don't stay stuck in a studio working on a piece. I like to be outside. I like to be among the public, and I just love being surrounded by what I'm painting, whether it's the architecture or the people, the traffic. It just helps. It helps me to create the painting in a better way than just being enclosed in a studio. Because then I could channel the energy that's around me into the painting. You literally feel like what I do. My process is I look for a shot. I actually walk around looking for shots, like a filmmaker. And then I'll record it in my head and go back at a later time. And then I'll set up my easel and I'll be out there like the traditional impressionist painters, Monet, Degas,
Renoir.
yeah, and so just what they were about basically was moments, whether it's an hour. Like, there's been paintings that I've done, watercolors particularly, that I've done in like a half hour.
Oh, wow.
because you're capturing that specific electrical moment in the city. It's an electricity, it's an energy. Like Kandinsky says, kinetic energy, which is which is just basically the energy that's surrounding us at all times. Matter, the matter around us is always moving.
Yes.
And so I like to be out there among that. I don't like to be stuck in a studio.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And I'm just going to capture some more of what you've got hanging on your wall. So, like this one, the black and white
I
has.
also have a really beautiful Brooklyn collection in there, specifically Brooklyn and that shore.
Okay.
Those shores, that's Brooklyn. That's that one up there is no, it's
This.
the newest place has been identified.
What is this one? Sorry.
This one right here.
This one. I'm going to pause it.
That's why I said Red Hook and Bushwick. Is if you see the building.
Yeah, see the ones in the back, like those are kind of still abandoned in a way, like they're really working on it.
Right.
But
So this
that
is
was
Bushwood.
Like at least 2 years ago, so now I'm sure all those buildings back there are occupied.
So you have Bushwick with all the gentrification,
Yeah.
and if you even look at the style, the houses are more of a frame house as opposed to the traditional Brooklyn brownstone. And so those were only one story houses, like just a main floor, parlor, and upstairs. Compared to like if you're in say Carroll Gardens or even like you captured any of these. And this is the city block in Manhattan. This is the Manhattan scene, and you can see how much taller the buildings are. So these were, like we were talking about earlier, when it comes to income in Brooklyn, in New York, you had the lower income or moderate or families that came from lesser means than those in say Midtown Manhattan, where they had much bigger brownstones. They may have been one family, but they maybe multiple. Go ahead.
It's so beautiful over here. This is 39th and 5th Avenue.
Right.
And there's embassies over there. That's the Mexican embassy on the left.
Right.
And these two over here, the American, and I can't recall what that other flag is. It was just, that street was just so beautiful. Like,
Right.
and there's a dead end, like where that last cab is.
Yep.
I guess maybe, I don't know if that's the West Side Highway or what it is, but there was nothing else going around that.
You're right.
Actually, I think that was
It's
east.
the FDR Drive.
Yeah,
The FDR
This
Drive.
west is the other way.
Right.
Yeah, this is like something. This is Brooklyn right
So what is this?
4th Avenue,
here.
the Gulf Station.
That's the Gowanus on the
In
side.
the Gowanus, okay.
Yeah.
So the Gowanus, which is a
it's
major
It's
thoroughfare.
definitely right around here.
Yeah, this would be like Sunset Park. So working class neighborhood traditionally, where the elevated highway system ran right through it. So you'll see lesser brownstones there, and more of the 1 to 2 story frame houses there, compared to like Embassy Row. So you see how really more, not necessarily race, but classism has impacted, and you can see the different types of houses based on the New York experience. And Enrico has captured just all these moments just wonderfully. Working class general people sitting on the subway platform, the businessman walking in the newly gentrified area of Bushwick, to the Embassy Row where you have multiple men walking with the suitcases. Parking garages, which are probably charge you upwards of $50 for 4 hours just to park there.
And what is this one, Enrico?
This is Court Street. I really love the intimate mom and pop, really humble businesses of Court Street.
Carroll Gardens.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
optimal, really innocent storefront. But there's a beauty in the simplicity too. I guess.
Right. Beautiful work.
This is Five Guys on Montague
Okay.
This is what? Sorry.
Montague Street.
This is Brooklyn Heights.
Five Guys have the burger joint.
Brooklyn Heights, which was always just a premium, always a upscale community in downtown Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a this is funny. This one actually. This is South Brooklyn Pizza. They're sadly out of business now, but I wanted to capture it because for one reason they had the best pizza I ever had in my life.
Pizza.
But, no, I'm not kidding. Like it was just amazing pizza. Like the dough was like I'm sure all from scratch. That's the thing about like these little gemstones in Brooklyn. Like they're so authentic, and there's just treasure troves of like really good eats around here that you would never find in a more metropolitan area like
Embassy Road.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, South Brooklyn Pizza. They're closed
Awesome.
now.
Awesome.
And this one.
This is a so this is a bodega on a bodega is basically a small little convenient grocery store for after hour people that work beyond 5 o'clock,
Okay.
and all the basic big gigantic supermarkets are closed, so you can go there and you can find virtually anything. But it's this particular store is owned by Dominicans, and I did one for them already that they bought and took back to the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
But this is like an extra one that I had.
Beautiful.
This is Frankie's, an Italian restaurant
I
on
like
Court
this.
Street. Again, it's very intimate, and there's probably only one in all of New York. It's not a chain, it's not a corporation, it's just a very honest business filled with integrity, and because there's always going to be a difference between a chain and a basic intimate restaurant. You know? A mom and pop place where there's just one in existence, as opposed to like McDonald's, which is obviously billions and billions of
Serve, right?
yeah. And I heard this place is amazing. The food is just. This is another restaurant on Smith Street. I loved it because of the colors of the actual building. Those are the actual colors, like the golden. The awnings were red, and then the structure was golden, almost like a yellowish golden color. That's why I also draw, because I'm always drawing paint, because I'm always looking for beautiful color combinations. Sometimes it's just about the palette and how it's going to work on the two-dimensional space.
You can tell when you're talking about your pieces, Enrico, that it's more than just an art. It's more than just your skill. It's a soul thing with you, because when you're talking, I can just see you're so immersed in the description of it's coming from a deep place.
I am the painting. I am the space that I inhabit. Like I become the building. I become the restaurant. I become the taxi cab.
Fantastic. Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
It does. It does. It does.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's some Brooklyn stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff. Like it's like those drawers are filled with works as well. Like I could take, literally like at least that more than 1,000 pieces in those 4 drawers right there.
Okay.
How can people find you?
So I kind of gave up on websites. I kind of gave up on websites, like, not because they're not practical, they are practical. But I also feel like people take websites for granted. Like they'll go to your website, but they won't come to your studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you really want to see my work,
No, speak it.
come to my studio and get off your computer.
What's your email and contact number? How do they reach you?
My email is emtart@gmail. emtart@gmail, and my Instagram is emtart.
Brilliant.
emtart.
And I guess if they just put into the web, Enrico, your name, Enrico Miguel Thomas, they will find you.
Yeah, you could definitely just do a general Google engine search and find a bunch of images, and there's websites that I'm on too. But if you really want to see the real thing, then take the short trip to Red Hook, Brooklyn, to my studio, and you'll be blown away.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Wonderful.
Enrico, thank you for inviting us into your studio. Like I said, it's been 10 years of me saying to this guy, I'm coming over to see you, I'm coming over to see you, because I've supported him in promoting his work, because I believe in what he's about, and also there's a real deep resonance of conscious awareness about not just who he is, but about his work and how he wants to present that. So that's why when he said, come to the studio and don't just go on a website, I love that, because he's just keeping things as real and as authentic as possible. So thank you. This is a brief fly through, but I thought we've got to come. Thank you, my friend
Thank you for
David.
coming.
No.
It's so good to finally meet you.
Yeah,
It's
this
so long that you're no longer just an email or even a phone call. Like I actually met you. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah, so thank you, and I'm wishing you all the best with your work. And like he says, take up the invite. Come along, we're here. Thank you.